Namaste, I am Shruti and welcome to my YouTube channel Yog with Shruti. So today I am here with yet another video on pranayam. We'll see what pranayam is, how it works and what are the various stages of pranayam. Now before starting, if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, so please hit that subscribe button and share it with your family and friends. So let's get started with the video. Pranayam. Is comprised of two words, pran and ayam. Pran means the vital energy which pervades the whole universe and also is present in our body in various forms. It keeps us energized throughout the day. And ayam means the regulation and the control of the pran. So therefore, pranayam is the yogic science of balancing and regulating that pran or the vital energy through the skillful manipulations of our breath. According to Maharshi Patanjali, pranayam is defined as the regulation of the ingoing and the outgoing flow of breath. So how pranayam exactly works? Pranayam ensures the supply of blood with enriched amount of more oxygen to our brain, which is one of the necessary conditions for the proper functioning of the brain. Since brain controls the whole body and it's the center of our whole body, therefore it requires an appropriate and constant amount of oxygen. And pranayam ensures in supplying that oxygen. Also it influences our parasympathetic system, which again influences the rate of breathing, and ultimately it influences our mind. We have often noticed that when we are agitated or when we are stressed and tensed, our breathing is shallow, and when we are calm and relaxed, our breathing is more deep and slow. Therefore, pranayam helps in regulating the breathing, through which we get the mental calmness. It is a bridge between our body and mind. Through the control of our pran, we can definitely control our mind. So therefore, pranayam should be practiced daily. So now let's understand the various stages of pranayam. Basically there are three stages, which are Purak, Kumbhak and Rechak. So Purak means the controlled, slow, deep and prolonged inhalations. It ensures the efficient supply of oxygen to our body. It increases the amount of oxygen that we intake. Next comes Kumbhak, which is the retention of our breath. Now it can be holding breath outside or inside, which is Antha Kumbhak, holding the breath inside, and Bahya Kumbhak is holding the breath outside. It helps in efficient exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen in our body. The greater the time of retention, there will be more exchange of gases taking place in our body. Next comes Rechak, which is the controlled and the smooth exhalations. Through Rechak, more amount of carbon dioxide is released from our body. Ideally, the time for Rechak should be double that of Purak. Now, according to yogic texts, the ideal ratio for Purak, Kumbhak and Rechak is 1:4:2:1, which is the ideal ratio, right? So, 1 is Purak, 4 is Kumbhak, Antaha Kumbhak, and 2 is Rechak, and 1 is Bahya Kumbhak. But to start with, as beginners, we can initially start with 1:1, which is 1 is Purak and 1 is Rechak. So the amount of air we inhale, the same amount we should exhale. Then with gradual practice, we can increase the time for exhalations, that is 1:2, and with more prolonged practice, we can add Kumbhak in our practice. It is advisable not to add Kumbhak initially. So with gradual practice, we can include Kumbhak through 1:1:1 ratio, that is 1 Purak, 1 Kumbhak and 1 Rechak, and then we can increase the time for Kumbhak as well, which is 1:2:1. So I hope that this video was informative for you all, and you may proceed in your pranayam practice by keeping in mind the various ratios that I have discussed, and gain maximum benefits while doing your practice. So I hope you enjoyed it. Do leave a comment by sharing your reviews for this video, and thank you all for watching.